The next speaker on my list is the honorable representative of Finland, Ambassador Kairamo. Ambassador, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Chairman, for giving me the floor. Mr. Chairman, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen. Finland sees the global platform as an excellent opportunity to share experiences and good practices on disaster risk reduction and to have thorough discussions on the successor to HIOCO framework of action after 2015 in order to set up ambitious goals for the future. In recent years, significant progress has been made in disaster risk reduction, and the HFA has played a major role in this. While the core elements of the current HFA are still valid, significant scaling up of efforts are required if we are to keep up with the growing number of disasters. To our mind, ensuring coherence between post-2015 development goals and successor to HFA is a top priority. Disaster prevention, climate change adaptation, poverty reduction, and sustainable development agendas need to be brought more closely together. The post-2015 development agenda has to prioritize the building of resilience among people and societies at risk, especially in fragile and highly vulnerable settings. Finland, together with Indonesia, Panama, and the UN Development Group, organized a series of consultations on this. The outcome is summarized in the document Building the Post-2015 Development Agenda. Mr. Chair, in terms of HFA2, Finland would like to emphasize the following priority issues. Disaster risk reduction has to be integrated in all development policies and national development strategies. The approach should be multi-sectoral and comprehensive. Given that local action is fundamental to successful disaster risk reduction, DRRs should be tailored in national and local contexts through multi-stakeholder consultations and risk assessments. In development context, there is a need to support a capacity of local governments, civil society and communities, as well as facilitate partnerships among public and private sector in order to promote technological innovation. There is clearly a strong relationship between human rights, gender equality, and disaster resilience. DRR has to take better into account the rights and needs of children, women, elderly, disabled people, and politically marginalized groups. Promoting safety nets and social protection for the most vulnerable should be an integral part of HFA2. The reporting mechanisms of the future HFA should be based on risk assessment and include sections of prevention and preparedness, early warning, response and recovery, including also legislative, technical, and educational means and measures. The framework would benefit from measurable targets and indicators. The accountability and governance mechanisms related to DRR architecture should be strengthened, and a clear division of roles, responsibilities, and institutional mandates should be ensured between different actors, both globally and nationally. There should also be a stronger linkage between DRR architecture and the governing bodies of relevant multilateral organizations to ensure coherence and complementarity of actions. Mr. Chair, finally, I would like to share with you the following key DRR achievements in my own country, Finland. Firstly, the National HIOCO Platform for Action led by the Ministry of Interior has been an active network in sharing knowledge and experience on DRR. Our National Action Plan was or has been very recently updated. Secondly, Finland has launched a new national early warning system for natural disasters. It provides the decision makers and rescue authorities with real-time incidents monitoring, warnings, and analytical information on disasters. It is of crucial importance that this data is easily accessible and shared with all in a transparent and open manner. Thirdly, DRR has become an important element of the Finnish development policy with an objective of being mainstreamed in all development policy and action. Finland also continues to invest in to early warning and weather, climate and water-related partnerships. A new regional program in the Andean countries has just been kicked off with the objective of reducing vulnerability to climate-related hazards through an efficient use of information. This program was presented here earlier in one of the side events. I thank you, Mr. Chairman, for your attention.